The Morecambe Bay investigation was set up in 2012 in response to some extremely serious quality failings within the Trust. The report was produced in 2015, but even in advance of the report, it became aware that we had failed the public and we needed to make some significant changes in the Trust to improve the quality of our services, not just in maternity, but right across the whole workings of the organisation.
There is a great deal for other organisations to learn from what's happened here, from the legacy of the lives lost, because we had so many things wrong as an organisation.
Well, it's essential to have a properly trained workforce if you're going to deliver high quality services. And the Kirkup report clearly indicated that our approach to training had not been robust enough. What we were looking to do was to make sure that every individual working in our organisation not only had the mandatory training required of everybody, but also had the role-specific training specific to the role that they were due to undertake within the organisation, and that we had very good monitoring to ensure that that was complete and that it was monitored on an annual basis and was part of their appraisal and revalidation processes. I think one of the first things we did was to introduce an electronic training and management system. This enabled us to track exactly how much training people had undertaken in which specific areas, and it means that at the press of a button an individual can determine what elements of training they have completed and what is left to do, but also on an organisation-wide basis or a division-wide basis we could see what the weaknesses or strengths of an individual division or organisation were.
We regularly do quality assurance of our appraisal process, and the two weakest areas we noticed where we really could improve most what we're doing were evidence that quality improvement was discussed well at the appraisal, and then personal development plans going forward showed good evidence that they would improve quality over the following year. So we did quite a lot of training for appraisers and for appraisees. We also started talking to the information departments because several of the people were telling us they don't really get good information about the care of quality they provide at the moment. We were running at about 18% of appraisals showing good personal development plans, and we're now at just under 62% for that. If we were looking at actually discussion of quality improvement in the appraisal, we were running at about just under 24%, and that's now improved to just under 74%. So we've already achieved a really, really good improvement. And I think it's been really important because what doctors value most is actually looking at the care they provide and being able to improve what they're doing. And obviously that improves not only the care, but also the experience for the patients.
So what we see in all the forms of feedback that we get from women is that their patient experience and their experience in our services is improving all the time, and that their clinical outcomes are improving too. But what's really important is that we recognise that we still have areas of improvement. We will always strive to improve further. Even when we are getting it right in some areas.
It's beautiful. Hello.
I think the services are now unrecognisable from a period 5 years ago, but we haven't finished yet. This is only part of the way along the road. So in 5 years' time we will have even better services here at Morecambe Bay.